can't have the chair all day. Hi, I'm Hazel. It is almost Saturday, so it's time to catch up with a new vlog. This week was the first week back to raiding with Antorus the Burning Throne on live servers, and I had a blast doing it with my guild. That elevator is just priceless, and I wish I could say that I only fell for it once, but I would be lying. We cleared all of normal, and then we cleared 3 bosses of heroic. We got stuck up on Antoran High Command for a while because, all of the mechanics in Antoran High Command are very easy to understand and do individually, but once you're actually in there and you're doing it, and there's all this stuff all over the ground and like as you're charging you and they're spinning, and it's harder to not step in mines than I anticipated it would be. But we did eventually kill it, so it's kind of nice to get our first heroic tier boss down in our first week of raid. Because I did do a full clear of it, I have some footage of Argus. I don't have very much footage of Argus because we killed it pretty quickly. It took us 2 pulls. And the first pull was a very, very silly wipe, and after that, we pretty much just kind of killed it. I think it may, I mean, it was normal, and we're a heroic raiding guild, so it's kind of to be expected, but it felt almost a little easy. Of course, I'm going to be eating those words once I get to heroic. But anyways, I have a little bit of footage, so I'm thinking I'm going to try and put together a video of that over the weekend. To put out on Monday, even if nobody needs it anymore because the raid's already out, there's got to be like at least 3 people that still need it, and just for the sake of, I don't want to have a set of 10 of 11 raid guides out, that's just silly. It felt so good to do those fights as a Shadow Priest, like with all my add-ons and with like my people. Oh, it's so much fun. I really enjoyed doing Coven and then Fellhounds, mostly because it's just like multi-dotting for days, but it was a good time. Oh, and I got my Pantheon Trinket. I got my Pantheon Trinket on the very first Argus kill, and not that many people really have them, so it's not going to be that good yet, but I'm wearing it anyways because I'm very excited, and because I looked at a bar graph of the Shadow Priest trinkets, and it was like right up there, so we're just putting that on. Up until that point, I was wearing Terror from Below, which like summons that shark, and if you're standing on the shark, when it goes off, it also bites you, and I'm kind of done with that. In the news this week, we had more information on the cosmetics and racials for the new allied races. It's kind of sad, but I was more interested in the hairstyles just because the Void Elf hairstyles are very important to me. I never wear a helmet that's going to cover up my hair and my character, and just having seen a little bit of it, I'm very happy with the direction that Void Elf hairstyles are going because, you know, they kind of look like me if I washed up on a beach, which is what I imagine the Void Elf lifestyle is like. You're just washing up places. What that really made me want, though, is it made me want a Battle for Azeroth beta so badly. I want to play with all this stuff. I want to touch it. I want to touch it and like break it and find out everything that I can possibly find out. So I'm hoping that we get a beta soon, and then my second part to that hope is I really hope that I can get in. That would be super cool. Oh, the other Void Elf thing. They did release some info on the other races. I may have skimmed over a little bit because I may be a little bit biased, but the other Void Elf thing, as far as the racials, we don't know exactly what a lot of them do. We have like descriptions, but not like full tooltips. And there's one of them, and it's called Spatial Rift. And you like rip a portal through the whatever, and then you activate the ability again to go back there. And I'm pretty sure like that sounds like a monk port or like a lock port. And even if the rest of the racials are like a 0% damage increase, I would still play Void Elf. For, I mean, you know, for the hair, but also for that. Because Shadow Priests are not very high on the tree as far as people that are fast. You know, if you have really fast people at the top of some kind of speed tree, we're not up there. So I think that depending on what the range of that is and depending on what the cooldown of that is, having a tool like that for any class that can be a Void Elf is going to be huge for raiding. I'm already having fun thinking about all the different places and fights where I would put that to just kind of help me while I'm just trying to shuffle along, just watching my dots fall off because I can't stand and cast anything. So that was kind of exciting. This week in channel video stuff, we missed a couple of uploads. I spent a bunch of time, like 2 days basically, working on a new channel trailer that I eventually scrapped, and I'm not gonna do it because it's not, I've just decided against it. But I did get something that you'll see at the end of the vlog done, and I also did a new channel banner. Finally, the old one was cute and I have enjoyed it for many years, and I've decided that it's time to retire it. And this new one's just a little bit cleaner and I'm quite happy with it, so that is up now. Moving right along, questions from this week. Dylan says, Hazel is Canadian? What city are you from? I am from Vancouver Island, and I'm not being vague on purpose. I'm being vague because I've lived a lot of different places on Vancouver Island, like all over the island through the first like 20 or so years of my life. But basically Victoria-ish. If I one day got to move back to Canada and I was picking a city for that and I could somehow miraculously afford to live there, I would love to live in Victoria again. Demon Angel 918 asks, is the kitty really the one in charge? Staring at me right now. Kinda, yeah. It really depends on what it is that she wants. She's very good at communicating what she wants. So if Kat wants on my lap, she's gonna get that. If Kat wants a spot on the couch, she's gonna get that. If Kat wants a cave, basically she really loves getting underneath like blankets into like warm dark spaces. So if she's like digging in my sweater and she wants me to like make a blanket cave for her, I'm gonna do that. But if she wants to eat my dinner, or she wants to eat the dog's food, or she wants to jump off something very dangerous, then I'm not gonna let her do that, you know? Cat rules, you know, within reason. Kitty safety first, but as far as attention goes, I do spoil her quite a bit. Marseille asks, I've really wanted to ask, who is your favorite lore character? A lot of character development has been happening these past few patches, and it can certainly change people's opinions. What are your thoughts? So ever since Cataclysm, when the Shattering novel came out, Anduin has been my favorite, because that was the first time I really saw him as more than this really weird-looking tiny child model that sat in the Stormwind Castle. So I read that book. It was like one of the only Warcraft books that I ever read more than once. And I was like, man, this Anduin kid's kind of cool. And then, you know, as you said, they've done a lot of character development over the past couple of expansions, and you got all that cool stuff to do in MoP, and then I blocked Warlords out of my memory, but we got lots and lots of good Anduin screen time in Legion, and now he's all grown up, and he's the Manduin, and him in the Battle for Azeroth cinematic, that was a real good fangirl moment for me. So Anduin has always been my favorite. Anduin will always be my favorite. Unless he dies, in which case I might need to move on. But they wouldn't do that to me, right? I used to really like Vol'jin, and that didn't work out well. Finally, Nicholas asks, you said you worked retail, do you have a college degree? No, I don't. I did attend university, but I didn't finish anything meaningful. I didn't get certified, I didn't get my degree. That was about 6 years ago now, and my life has kind of gone in a bit of a different direction since then. I would definitely consider going back to school if YouTube ever looked like it was something that I didn't want to do anymore for whatever reason. If that was the case, I would probably try and save up some money and then maybe take some classes towards a computer science degree. But for now, I'm perfectly happy to sit in my apartment with my cat and make videos about WoW. And that has been my week. The other thing is that YouTube has released this community tab feature, which is basically a place where, as a YouTuber, I can make kind of like blog posts, like text or polls or images or whatever. And what I really want to use that for is communicating baking stream dates so that you don't have to follow me on Twitter or Patreon. So the December baking stream dates are going to be announced very soon, hopefully today, so I'm going to try and make a post when I get that together. If you have any questions you would like answered in a vlog, please leave them as comments on the most recent vlog. Thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye!